Okay, so today we continue with our Kitzur class. Today is class number 30. Class number 30, and we start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim on page number 104. And big topic is the same, laws of harmful speech. Yeah, and today's topic is unknown victim.
A person who has caused harm to his fellow must ask for forgiveness even if the victim is unaware that he has been harmed. A case in point is where an employee was being considered for a promotion, but was not ever informed of this possibility. If someone violated the laws of Lashon Hara and made a statement to the employer which resulted in the promotion not being granted, he must approach the victim, explain what has happened, and beg forgiveness. However, Rabbi Israel Salanter is reported to have held that if relating the incident to the victim would cause him anguish, one would have to forgo that aspect of the tshuva process.
So I would say most of the time this person would be very upset. And the opportunity, whatever opportunity was it, and now he lost it because we said something. A bit too hard. Okay. All right. So continue with Kitzur, and we continue laws of Mezuzah, which is Siman 11. Then Sif number 8. In some gateways, there is one smaller entrance next to the larger gateway. So smaller and then next to the bigger. So sometimes like you have, even today you have this like huge doors, even to the shul, like in the shul that I just came from. There is a huge doors, and there are on the side smaller doors. So, but these huge doors, most of the time they close only on, I don't know when they open. Okay. Oh no, on Shabbos probably they. In some gateways, there is one smaller entrance next to the larger gateway, and generally people go in and out through the smaller entrance, while the larger gate is open only occasionally. That's exactly the case. Maybe if they need to get in somebody in a wheelchair, I'm not sure how. Since they are two distinct entrances, with a pillar or a wall, a tefach wide between them, they require two mezuzahs for each one entrance. Each one this entrance. Okay. Which makes sense, right? Just 1 second. I'll put myself on mute just for. All right, no problem. So basically, we said, but usually there is like, as I say, a pillar. I mean, this door is supposed to hang on something. Maybe not always, but maybe not always. Okay. But if there is a pillar and they say tefach, so you need two mezuzahs. Okay. Continue. Sif number 9. In place where there is a reason to be concerned that if mezuzah is affixed on a doorpost in a normal manner, it may be stolen, as we said last time in Jerusalem, an old city, they all plaster into the wall. It may be stolen. If possible, one should carve hollow into the doorpost of the house and place mezuzah inside it. 24 comment in. The hollow is then covered with a plaster or the like, so that mezuzah cannot be stolen. So basically, they leave just a little piece like open the glass, so you see there is a mezuzah there. Okay. Continue. Second. However, he should not carve deeper than tefach into the doorpost. So as we said, tefach is like 3.5. 3.75 inches, something like that. Because if the mezuzah were placed deeper than tefach there, it would not fulfill the obligation to affix mezuzah on the doorpost of your house. It would rather be considered inside the doorpost and would thus be invalid. So too deep you cannot put. But wherever I saw that, maybe I don't know, maybe 1.5 inch inside, 1 inch deep inside. So I mean that's good enough. Further on, one must take care when inserting the mezuzah into that shechalo that at least the place of the doorpost where the mezuzah should be apparent. So, like, you have to leave something so that they would know that there is a mezuzah. I said whatever I saw, they would show like piece of case, like small, like I don't know, maybe half inch. So, but at least you know that the mezuzah is there.
Wait, question.
Yeah.
So let's say, right now we're talking about, let's say, a doorpost where one side is wider than the other, correct?
No.
But I know we're not talking about that, but let's say there is, correct? Let's say one side is wider than the other, okay?
Okay. Yes.
As in, let's say, one side has more of a hole where it's wider, but on the bottom both are equal. But when you go up, one makes more of a right turn. I think I have it.
I think we're going to get to whatever you're saying, but not it's not in this case. There are a few different cases. I think I know what you're talking about, but let's continue learning. I think it's the next or the one after that.
Understood.
We're going to discuss, but here, so here we didn't get to your case. Whatever you're saying, here is simpler. So when we need to put it inside of the doorpost, so, and the doorpost could be made of stone or whatever is it. Okay. So commentary: this cannot be done by making the doorpost itself to show the place of the mezuzah. Meaning, so you cannot create some kind of bump on the doorpost and show that it is a mezuzah. No, this can be done by marking on the doorpost itself to show the place of the mezuzah. So basically, in this case, like he I don't know how to say. He covered it completely with cement, let's say, and then like put like a line on top, so to show that it's mezuzah. Okay. But what I saw, they leave they like piece of case. So you see like case of the mezuzah. Okay. It is also impossible for one to carve into the. I'm sorry. If it is impossible for one to carve into the doorpost of the house, one can rely in a situation of the pressing need. On those opinions who permit to affix the mezuzah inside of the house behind the door. Okay. However, when putting it behind the door, it must be placed only on the doorpost itself. So even if it's behind the door, there is no problem to have it behind the door. I mean, as I say, in a present situation, right? So it should be on the doorpost itself, meaning not on the wall behind the door. Okay. Okay. And okay, that exactly right. And not on the wall in the house. Okay. Si hayadam. Okay. Continue. In addition, it should not. He should make sure not to distance it more than a tefach from the space of the entranceway itself, since then it would be invalid. 6. Now there is, if it is placed behind the door, it must be within the tefar of the doorpost that is closest to the door. That is closest to the door, and not further inside. Closest to the door and not closer to it. Okay. So one more time, somehow, one more time, last sentence, and we explain. In addition, he should make sure not to distance it more than tefar from the space of the entranceway itself. So meaning this door, sometimes that door is a little deeper inside, right? So they say door is a little deeper inside. So, but it must be like a tefach to the edge, looks like it. Since it would be invalid. Okay, commentary one more time. There is if it is placed behind the door, it must be within the tefach of the doorpost. That is the closest to the door, and not further inside. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe they're talking about like very wide the doorpost, like not whatever we have, like fancy schmancy, right? Okay, then because our like what is it, door frame, I would say maybe 6 inches or so. So it cannot be like, you cannot go 3 inches this way and 3 inches another way. Okay. So continue, Sif number 10. House or a room that does not require mezuzah, unless it contains an area of 4 amos by 4 amos. So basically 8 by 8 feet, approximately, a little less. Okay, so commentaries say 4 by 4 amos between 39.7 and 57.4 square feet. Okay, see Kitzur, appendix to Kitzur editorial glosses regarding the room that does not have the required size to require mezuzah, but which opens to a larger room. So the small room, smaller than this size, but opens into a larger room. Okay. So also Igras Moshe Yeravdeya, where Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, Zatzal, writes that in such a case, a smaller room is exempt. Okay, so basically the case if a smaller room, so all of the like bigger closets, like walk-in closets. I mean, we don't have such a closet, but somebody who lives in a bigger house, so they would have a walk-in closet that would require mezuzah. Okay. So the case we just discussed is when small room opens up to a bigger room. I'm not sure if I ever seen like such a tiny room that opens to the bigger room. Not sure. Okay. But Rav Moshe Feinstein said it does not require, which is straightforward. Okay. If it does not contain a square of 4 amos by 4 amos, okay, but it contains an area that is equivalent to 4 amos by 4 amos. There is 16 square amos. For example, the length was greater than the width. Okay. Commentary. It was rectangular, a room measuring 2 amos by 8 amos. Although one cannot fit a square of 4 amos by 4 amos into this room, its area does equal to the area of 4 amos by 4 amos, which is 16 amos. Okay. So continue. Or if it were a circular, a room containing an area equal to 16 amos. Some say that it requires a mezuzah, and some say it is exempt from requirement. See end of CF 11, so we're going to get to it. What to do in such a case? Okay, so basically, as we said last time, in all of the questionable cases, so if there is possibility that it needs a mezuzah, so you just do mezuzah without blessing. So make sure, for example, you need to fix another mezuzah. So you say on one, on this you do not say. So, and even if you if this is the only mezuzah that you need to hang, and you're not sure, there is nobody to ask and no expert, so you can always do mezuzah without the blessing, basically. If you have if you think that it might need. Okay. So all right. So basically, we said one more time just to summarize. For amos, so if it's for like 16 amos room, so you would need you would need a visa. So I would say just say to understand simply, if you can fit a bed, if you can sleep there. So in the walk-in closets, in many of them, you can fit a bed. There is no problem. So you can sleep there if needed. Okay. So and the bed usually I'm not sure, like maybe 7 feet or so. 6.5, 7 feet, depends, right? So okay, so it's approximately plus minus. So it would be like 2 sizes of the bed, let's say regular bed, and here we go, 16 hours plus minus. Okay. Number 11. The entrance does an entrance does not require mezuzah unless it has 2 doorposts. Okay. That are at least 10 tefachim high. So here we go. So we have minimum requirements of doorpost, 10 tefachim. So 10 tefach, just for simplicity, let's say it's 4 inches. So it's like 40 inches. Okay. So unless you have those, these 2 doorposts, you really need mezuzah. And a lintel on top of them. Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, let's say there's a doorpost. Okay. The best way I can explain it is over here, it's very wide. Okay, on the bottom, it's wide, like super wide. Then as you go up, it goes up like that. Then it closes in. Then it keeps going up. You understand?
Okay.
So in this scenario, let's say the whole thing is 10 tefachim high. Okay. Now the thing is, the bottom, it's very, very wide. Does it at the bottom is 1 tefachim? Does it count as a part of the doorpost? Does that count as a doorpost or no?
But when you say let's step back in your explanation. If you say 10 tefachim high, 10 tefachim, it's like a little higher than your waist. So that's it's not reasonable.
But I'm saying, does that bottom part, the bottom part that is wide, does that count as a doorpost?
Yeah. It's counts as a doorpost. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Does not matter what, but plus or what's up. But plus we have we said that you need a lintel, like on top lintel.
Got it. Understood.
So if it, I understand what he's saying, that today they do all of this crazy designs. Okay, so it looks like a doorpost, not like a doorpost. Okay, but okay, so let's. So one more time, 11 from the beginning. The entrance does not require a mezuzah unless it has 2 doorposts. Could you put yourself on mute? Okay, unless you need to talk. Thank you. Sorry. That at least 10 tefachim high, and a lintel on top of them. Okay, so that's the requirement. So maybe there's some crawling space, like I don't know, some 10 tefachim high. Okay. Even if the doorposts were not made of a different wood or stone, than the rest of the building, rather the walls of the building themselves, from the doorpost to the opening of the wall, and above the entrance there is a roof. This entrance is also required mezuzah. Let's read it one more time and try to understand. Even if the doorposts were not made of different wood or stone than the rest of the building, so let's say this doorpost made of bricks, right? Same bricks. building, rather than the walls of the building themselves. So it's not like this whatever. When we install the door, usually we have this wooden frame, right? That you insert, usually metal frame, like some kind of frame that would be installed. But they say here it's different. It's the same material as the building itself. So one more time, the walls of the building themselves from the doorpost to the opening wall. One more time, I apologize. Even if the doorposts were not made of a different wood or stone than the rest of the building, rather the walls of the building themselves from the doorpost to the opening in the wall, and above this entrance there was a roof. The entrances also require Mezuzah. So basically, the way I understand, so there is no lintel on top. So there is and there is not no actually like doorposts as we understand. So I would say it looks to me like a gate more, not like a entrance to the building, like a gate, some kind of gate, and on top you have a roof. Right, so there is no lintel, it's roof. So this roof on top, like connected to these walls, roof connected to the walls, so it considered to be like a lintel. So in this opening would require Mezuzah. So basically, there is no wood whatsoever. It's brick walls, right? And there is a roof up there, and this door is attached directly to the bricks. Go ahead.
So, question. Let's say there's a house and it's doorpost, right? Let's say, I don't know. It has a mezuzah and everything, and then a tornado takes one of the sides, okay? Now, is that place still obligated to keep the mezuzah on the wall, or no?
Oh, interesting question. So I would say no, because there is no like completely like to one side there is no doorpost, right? That's what you mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's say
let's
say even half is left. Like let's say half of let's say the bottom of that doorpost is still there, but the top was taken off by the tornado.
So we said if it's according to this, if you have 10 tefachim, let's say this waist height, right? Let's say approximately, right? And left of the frame, of the door frame, right? And the upper, I know if you don't have the top part, where exactly you're going to put mezuzah, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need put it somewhere.
No. Top part of the left side, of the left side.
Left side. Okay, so left side is not there. So basically, okay, good example. I would say based on what we just read. So if it's 10 tefachim high, so let's say even on the left side, only 10 tefachim left, which is I would say like half of the frame is left. Half is out, as you said. Half of the is there. So I would say yeah, it would require mezuzah.
Understood.
If roof is there, yeah. But basically, require or not require. So if it is there, so I don't think that you're obligated to take it down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's once you install it, even if it does not require, so you're not obligated to take it down, because most likely you would fix that house, and then it's going to require me. So the question is, I would say the question is, if you would need to take it down after you fix this doorpost and the house, and put it with a blessing. So if it was the minimum requirement of the doorpost, no problem. I say you don't need to just put it in with a blessing. Maybe remove it and place it without the blessing will be good. Okay, just in case. Yeah. So continue. If the entrance of the house has only one doorpost, For example, on one side, the entrance there is a rectangular door, but on the other side, the wall continues. Wall continues, as shown on diagram A. So I'm going to try to show you diagram A. I'm not sure if it's. Is it visible? You see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, right doorpost is there, but there is no left doorpost. It's like continuous wall. I mean, I saw it many in many apartments. There is such a situation. In my apartment, yeah, there is one place where we have it. There is a lintel on top. Basically, there is a lintel on top, and in one place I saw this thing. So this idea. I don't remember who said, but if it's possible to hang the door there, so it's possible that you need mezuzah. Of course, you're not going to make a blessing when you're going to hang the door there, but there is a possibility that you need mezuzah. So in this case, in that place, we install it without the blessing, just in case to cover all of the opinions. Okay, but it's similar, not exactly, but similar to this. Okay, so one more time. If the entrance of the house has only one doorpost, for example, one side of the entrance there is a rectangular doorpost, but the other side is a wall. Walls continue on and show diagram A that we just saw. In this case, Mezuzah requirement depends on which of the two doorposts is there. Okay. Very interesting. If the doorpost is on the left side, right, and on the right side, there. Just one second. If the doorpost is on the left side, doorpost on my left side, so we put mezuzah on the right, and on the right side, with the mezuzah to be placed, there is no doorpost. So on the left side is a doorpost, and on the right side there is the wall continues, right? There is no doorpost. Then the entrance is exempt from the requirement of the mezuzah. So somebody, I don't know, some time ago asked me to install mezuzah. This elderly lady, and so she didn't know how many mezuzahs. Somehow she had like small studio apartment. And I think in two places it was exactly this scenario. So she would have this left doorpost lintel, but this on the right side it was just a wall. So exactly this case did not require mezuzah. So believe it or not, in all apartment I think we installed only one mezuzah to the entrance. All others were exempt. Okay. Just one second. It is exempt requirement to mezuzah. So if on the right there is a door, on the left the doorpost does not require mezuzah. But if the doorpost is on the right side, so here's a different, and on the left side wall continues. So here's the doorpost, here's the wall, right? So as we saw in the picture, okay, wall continuous. In this case, there is a doubt as to whether entrance is required mezuzah or not. And therefore, one should affix mezuzah, but do not recite the blessing. So that's a case in my house. Commentary. Or see appendix for the editorial glosses, yes. Okay. But so on the right hand there is a doorpost. On the left there is continual wall. I mean, I'm not even sure if the wall continues there. Probably not, but it's not like actual doorpost or stuff like that. So it was like one place in my house like questionable. So we just put it without the blessing. Exactly this scenario. Not exactly, but very close to this scenario. or he can affix it to the entrance. Go ahead. Question?
Yeah. So let's say, I was thinking, let's say, now, does it need to be open on the do you still have to put a mezuzah on a doorpost if, let's say, there's a barrier in between? Let's say there's like a small, how's the best way I can say that? Okay, let's say you have a doorpost, okay? Then through the middle of the doorpost, someone makes uh, uh, a new part of the wall. They install, let's say, like a bridge. We'll say it that way. A bridge. Does someone?
But it's no longer a door. You understand? So you cannot go through. Basically.
You could go through it. You could.
No. I mean, if you step over, but not everybody can step over. Like elderly people, for them, it's like closed thing.
Let's say it's on the bottom. Let's say it's on the it's a little higher than the ground. A little higher than the ground.
Like a door seal, right?
Let's say, yes.
So there is no problem then.
If it's like
problem. So there is what are we saying? It's in some houses, so they try to make sure that the rainwater is not coming in, like when it's high, like, so they would put this door sill higher than the floor, than the floor inside, so you have to like step over. So you're right. I mean, but it's I don't know, maybe like 2 inches or something, like nothing too crazy.
Understood.
But yes, it's possible. Yes. But higher than that, it's like I would not call it a door. If it's like some barrier, okay. So continue.
One more thing. Do we have to? Does it count as a doorpost? Does, like, let's say when you go through an elevator, or no?
So the elevator. So why? So the question why we don't put what is it?
Even if you don't put on the elevator, there's still the elevator itself, right? Other than there's a frame outside of the elevator.
No, you're right. So there is no problem with. I mean, technically, there is a frame and the lintel, everything is there, so it's not a problem. The problem is that we don't use the elevator to live in. So nobody lives in elevator. So let's say in the basement. So if you have a basement, you use it for storage. You have laundry machine and stuff like that, right? In the basement. But technically, you can live there. You can, I don't know, was something happen, you can put your bed in there, like folding bed, and you can sleep in the basement. So that's why in the basement we do we do put mezuzah if it's big enough, and then you stay a blessing. So, because technically you can live there.
Understood.
Yes. But so basically, in all of the places that it's possible for you to live. So, for example, as in a bathroom, one explanation that it stinks, so you should not have holy writing on one hand. On another hand, nobody sleeps in the bathroom unless he's crazy. I don't know, some extraordinary circumstance.
Can't I make the argument that let's say on the you're assuming that we're putting the elevator. If we were to put the mezuzah, we would put it on the right side going into the elevator, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, but what if we do it putting on the right side going out of the elevator? Then that way, because really, if you're leaving your room, you're going to a main area. You're let's say the office is the main area. Like, let's say you have an apartment.
No. The office is a main area.
Yeah,
exactly. It is a main area. So, but you go from main area into the secondary. So this is as we said last time, the elevator. If it were a room, let's say it was like printed, so it would be inside room. They call it in the Kitzur inside room.
Understood.
Inside, comparing as you said to the main area, which is office. That's the main. Okay. So let's continue. So okay, so in this case, when on the right hand side he has a doorpost, on the left hand side he has like a continual wall, right? So the first option we said affix mezuzah without blessing, continue, or he can affix it on the entrance immediately after affixing mezuzah to the entrance that clearly requires mezuzah. Okay, and exempt this second entrance as well from the obligation to recite the blessing. With the blessing he recited mezuzah he affixed on the first entrance. We're going to explain. Let me read the commentary. See the CF7, where it is stated that one blessing suffices for the same. So basically, what we just said here. So one option is to install it without the blessing. Another option is, as we said before, just install few mezuzahs and keep it in mind. So this blessing, what I said, if required, it should be for this mezuzah also. As we said, the one blessing is sufficient for all of the mezuzah. I mean, if you do it in one time. Likewise, the same should be done in any case where there's a question regarding the obligation to affix mezuzah. Okay, but in all of these cases, but in a case as we described before, if the doorpost is on the left and on the right it's only like straight walls, so there is no doubt. You do not put mezuzah there. Okay. So let's see. Maybe we do 5 more minutes. Okay. An entrance has a 2 doorposts. Okay, but it does not have a lintel. Rather, the place of the lintel there is an arch covered the shape of the bow above the doorpost. Or even a case where there is no distinct doorpost, rather the arch begins curving upwards from the floor, thus forming the 2 sides of the entrance. If the arch entrance contains a space of 10 tefachim high by 4 tefachim wide, an opening of the arch does not narrow to less than 4 tefachim before it reaches the height of 10 tefachim, the entrance is required mezuzah. So let's see. Let's read it one more time. So basically, there like a brick wall. Let's say brick wall, right? And it goes up and then arch. Like there is no like a straight lintel. Okay. So let's read one more time and see if we get more information. Entrance that has 2 doorposts but does not have lintel. Rather, in the place of the lintel, there is an arch covering the shape of the bow above the doorpost. So exactly as you say, straight and then the arch. Okay, on top of the doorpost, or even in a case where there is no distinct doorpost. Okay, so there are like only like a walls, right? The continuous walls. You see, no door. Rather, the arch begin curving upwards from the floor. Maybe it's some like old fancy schmancy buildings like that. Okay, thus forming the 2 sides of the entrance. So the arch starts from the floor. Okay, 2 sides of the entrance. If the arched entrance contains a space of 10 tefachim high, so meaning this like up to the waist high, right, the 40 inches plus minus, there is the opening of the arch does not narrow less than the 4 tefachim before the arch. So first the tefachim is straight, and then only it goes as an arch. It reaches heights of 10 tefachim. The entrance required mezuzah. I mean, today I don't think we have such a walls. Okay, so plus it's small. It's 10 tefachim, then arch, all of these things. Okay, so continue. Those stores, they have one doorpost made so that it reaches from the floor until lintel. So only one doorpost, okay, and the other doorpost so that it does not reach the lintel. Instead, close to the lintel, the wall is intended for amma or more. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture. I'm not sure. I have next class, so probably we have to stop. So he's do you see the picture? So basically, this is the arch and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I apologize. I would be late for my next class. Let's stop here, and we're going to discuss this Torah. All right. Any questions? Only quick.
Not today. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. I scheduled class.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.